Welcome to this tutorial chapter of using Intel DevMesh for event content and showcases. In this section, I will show you how to create your account and set up a project on DevMesh. To start, you'll need a DevMesh profile. First, go to devmesh.intel.com. Select the Sign In option in the upper right. Your Intel credentials will work to log into DevMesh. If you don't have an Intel account, you'll be directed to create one. After successful login, if this is your first time logging into DevMesh, you'll be directed to complete a DevMesh account profile. If you already have a DevMesh profile, you can skip this section. On your account profile page, you'll see some information is already filled out. Notice the red asterisk items. These are required to complete your profile. All other fields are optional. Fill in your name as you want it to display. Create a bio if you want one. Under the field Profile Type, select the appropriate type or select Other. Next, choose if you want your profile displayed on the website. Under the field Organization, type your business, company, or university name. For example, if you work at Intel, type Intel Corporation. The cover image is a screen-wide banner that displays at the top of your profile page. If you'd like, upload one, crop, and position. Upload an avatar image to represent you on Intel DevMesh. This does not need to be a photo of you. For location, your country should be here at the very minimum. It is your choice if you want a more specific location listed. You have the option to turn on or off displaying your location to the community. Back at the top is a tab called Notifications. Here, you can control if you want to receive system notifications. Final step, check that all red items are complete and save. If you have any issues filling this out, send an email to intel.devmesh@intel.com for support. This completes setting up your account. If you're adding a project for a virtual event or showcase, check with your event team on the name of the DevMesh group you are posting to. Your next step is to join that group in DevMesh. So first, be sure you are logged into DevMesh. Go to the Community menu and select Groups. Find the group you are joining. You can sort the list by recent. That will likely surface the group near the top. Click the Join button to join the group. Next, I'll show you how to create and post a project on DevMesh. Be sure you are logged into DevMesh. Then select My Projects from the main drop-down menu. This is the place you will return to edit or update any projects in process. Click Add Project. Enter in the title for this presentation session or demo you are posting. Remember, this title is how people will find your project. Keep the title concise and clear. Click Next. As you fill out the form, the left column will tell you what information is needed to publish the project. The short summary should be 2 to 3 sentences. Be descriptive and use keywords. Referring partner is reserved for external developers who are referred by a partner. Add an image that will represent this content. The image should be a 4:3 ratio. 640x480 should be the minimum resolution. If you have a 16:9 image and you want to preserve everything without cropping, you can add white space. To do this, use an image editor like Paint. Set the canvas to equal your image's width. Set the height to equal width times 0.75. Paste your image into the canvas, save, and upload. For project type, choose private or public. If your content is good to go and you are ready to have it published, you can select Public. If you want to stage the content for Intel review or other reasons, select Private. For project scope, select anything that applies, or select Other. For topics, select the most appropriate technology topics such as artificial intelligence, game development, or one API. You can select more than one. For status, for demos and sessions, you can select any of these. If it's an application or prototype, Select whichever one applies best. The Details tab allows you to provide all the detailed information for this project. For the Overview section, provide a description of the project. It can be the same as the short description. However, it should be clear what the project accomplishes and how it differentiates. Under Methodology, describe how the technologies were used to achieve the result in the demo, session, or project. Under Technologies, you can list all the common technology terms, APIs, frameworks associated with the project. For Intel technologies, select the most appropriate items from the list. If an Intel technology is not listed, be sure to write that technology in the technology section above. For group, this part is very important. You must select the group this content will be showcased in. If you do not see the group, you will need to join that group first, then come back and select it here. The External Links tab allows you to add websites and other links associated with this project. If this project has a code repository, it is very helpful to add it. If the repo has a different name or description than the project, add it here. If the project has an online article, paper, website, or documentation, add those links here. Add the URL and give the URL a title. Alternatively, you can add an image to represent the link. The Media tab allows you to add videos, photos, and PDFs to the project. If this project is a technical session with a presentation, save that presentation to PDF and add it here by clicking Choose Files. If the project has a video hosted on YouTube or Vimeo, click Add Video and enter the URL for that video. If your project has screenshots, photos, or other images, add those photos here by clicking Choose Files. Note, photos are cropped to a 4:3 ratio. If you do not want your image missing information, follow the same technique described on the General tab. Collaborators. If you would like to invite others to this project, you can turn on Seeking Collaborators. This allows members to notify you they want to join the project. If others are contributing to this project, have them create an account on Intel DevMesh and under Invite Collaborators, type their name to find them and add them as a collaborator. The final step, check the left column that all required fields are completed and publish the project. You have now completed creating a project on Intel DevMesh. If you have an Intel contact for an event or someone that's tied to Intel DevMesh, it is recommended you email them the URL to this project and notify them the project is on the site. This is a great opportunity for others to review the work, provide feedback, and insight. This concludes this video on Intel DevMesh for events and showcases.